Hello everyone, and welcome back to the altars. It's day 73, the sun is getting closer, increased planet activity, night radiation starts earlier. I'm guessing we'll get, increased anomaly activity, new resources, and a new internal vein appeared on the planet's surface. That's nice, because we wanted to head out anyways to scan the interference sources, right? But there's also a call waiting. Let's check the call before we head out. I wonder, is it gonna be Lucas? Yes, it is.
Lucas, you got through again.
Your wife. She asked me to call you. Said you were having second thoughts about trusting Agatha. Why the hell did you let them know? You should have listened to me and Maxwell.
I regret it now. That would have been even worse. Yeah, the reason I didn't was because you wanted me to kill a person?
That would have been even worse. All Maxwell wanted was to use my altars for his experiments. He didn't care about anything else.
And you're basing that assumption on what? The ever so reliable corporate narrative? They were only waiting for an opportunity to get rid of him. His vision scared the shit out of them.
Did you know what happened to his patients? High time you stopped licking his boots. Yeah, we should confront him about what Agatha told us about the experiments, but I'm guessing he's going to have a different perspective on it.
Did you know what happened to his patients?
What do you mean?
I mean that Maxwell wasn't honest with me about what was really going on in Project Ela. I know about the patient who ripped himself apart because of multiple mind record overwrites. And all the other patients who self-harmed continuously, but Maxwell never informed anybody. I know the real reason the corporation killed your project. Don't tell me you weren't aware of that. Lucas?
That's just bullshit. Plain bullshit. Nothing like that ever happened.
Does he not know? Because I really believe it.
Really? You didn't know? That would mean Maxwell doesn't trust you that much. But if you could look me in the eye right now, would you swear that not a single person got harmed in those experiments? Would you swear on your life, Lucas?
Well, there were some rumors at one point that a patient that he was, well, a little unstable and he might have... But at his family's request, we buried his data. That's what Maxwell said.
Uh-huh.
Did you bury any more data?
What? No, what are you talking about? Look, we were working with mentally disturbed people. Accidents happen. But Maxwell was just trying to help them.
I believe in his motives, but I don't like his methods. His obsession blinded him and you. I believe in his motives, but I don't like his... Do I believe in his motives? I mean, when it comes to healing mentally ill people, sure. Yeah, but I don't like his methods.
Look. I know he really wanted to achieve something good, but even if we do take these stories with a pinch of salt, he does have very radical methods, and I don't like that.
Well, whatever he was doing, you put an end to it. No, don't blame me for being scared of Agatha and her gang.
Then help me save my altars from them.
Why should I do that?
Because you're a good person, because you're responsible for them too, because you're responsible for them. Yeah. You are... Well... You're probably even more immediately responsible than Maxwell, right? Because you were our contact?
Because you're responsible for them too. You played a part in this. In the creation of my altars. Are you really gonna stand by and watch them get killed? What would your grandma say?
She'd say, Lucas, that soft heart of yours is gonna be the end of you.
Is that a yes? Will you help me?
What would I have to do?
Well, you're a QC navigator, and I'm guessing it will be a piece of cake for you to take control of the rescue ship and dispatch us somewhere else. Somewhere no one would find us.
Wait, what are you talking about, Jan? Hijacking a ship full of rubidium? Man, you've really lost your mind.
Do it for me, I think you want to do it. What are we doing about those military people? Special forces? I think you want to do it.
You know what I'm thinking? That you want to do it. Put a spoke in the corporation's wheel.
I don't know, Jan. This is all very confusing. I'm already in all sorts of trouble. I need to think this over, okay? I'm not sure about what part I would have to play in all this. I guess I'm not used to playing a significant part in anything.
Sure, Lucas. Think it over. Just remember, I'm a little pressed for time here.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if Luke...
Lend me your ear. There's something I want to share.
in the evening. I wonder if Lucas is still in contact with Maxwell. I guess we'll find out the next time we'll talk to him. And... yeah, if maybe there is a choice of if we use Lucas, whatever method Lucas might come up with to hide from Ally Corp and Agatha, that maybe there is some rubidium for Maxwell, but I don't really want the end result to be that Maxwell gets his hands on rubidium to realize his vision. Let's head outside and do the intro there first. It's over there. And yeah, there are new anomalies. Did I check the assignments today? Jan Miner can do workshop, refiner can do refinery, botanist in the greenhouse, Jan scientist in the research lab, Jan technician. There's no scheduled repairs, you can do kitchen. Right. What are we researching, by the way? Right, the suit upgrade. And after that, energy gates inversion, even though I was thinking we should probably do automatic outpost. We have the sample right here. Even before the suit upgrade. Because right now our whole operation is basically supplied by 4 automatic outposts, so and if we want to get any value out of that, it's high time. Right, let's requeue so we don't forget the suit upgrade behind that and head over to the anomaly. And see where it leads us. This way? Can we... can drop down here. Right in the tracks. But are these are our tracks, right? I think I got this confused last time, but now that we know where the... if I can remember... yeah, alright, the rebel base is over here. So this is where our tracks crossed, right? This is the track that we left when we came. And they came... I'm not exactly sure, but it ended up over there. Yeah, these are their... right. Alright. I think I got confused the last time I was here and I was trying to figure out whose tracks were whose. But now we have the full picture. But I lost track of the internal vein while I was thinking about the tracks. So let's go back over there. Right. Left. Let's get rid of these. Isn't there another one? Yes. Do I have a battery? But we have more than enough organics to craft one. But don't. Up there? How do I get up there? Oh, and over there is also a point for our... Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. For our quests that we've been doing. The interference sources for the sky dome that seems to be repelling our beacon. Oh, time to recharge.
Amazing. I've got a sort of trunk-like structure growing upward.
That's neat.
Upward, you say? Yes. I think I know how I could use that information.
Huh. So that does look like growth, right? Like carbon-based plants? The same way that lots of the environment here looks like dead versions of, you know, trees, maybe. Let's make sure we're heading in the right direction, because I don't think we are. Where was it? I think over there. Nope. Nothing. Another anomaly. Am I lost? Where was... There. Okay, let's follow the trail. Over here? Right. But what now? I thought that's... Isn't that exactly where we just were? Did I not trigger it again? It needs to be on this rock, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, it's this rock. Goes up there, maybe? Oh. I don't get it. Let's hug the cliff. Nope, nothing. Does it pick back up somewhere? No. It just kinda ends. Okay. Maybe... Oh. I hate these things. It's right over there. Oh man. Let's go and check out that last source of interference. I don't know, I think it's the fact that... No, I don't know. I have no excuse. Let's see. Ooh. Hello there. Should be... yeah, right over here.
connection. Looks like some kind of root system. I'm getting some quite extraordinary readings from there.
Yeah. Oh.
I think I'm starting to see something here.
Oh.
I know what you mean. They seem connected. Come back to the base and we'll talk more.
Do you mean connect?
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss.
Yeah.
Let's meet.
We will. Let's grab the shallow metals. We don't have any mining outposts to manually spend our time anymore, so we might as well spend some time grabbing these shallow deposits. We're doing pretty well on most things. I wonder, I'm assuming there's at least one big crafting project coming up for our eventual escape or whatever's gonna happen. But we're feeling comfortable. We should maybe craft some more. Yeah, I wanted to increase the not on raw food. On this raw food package to 20 and on cooked meal to 20 as well. Just to be safe, especially now that we are 6 altars plus Jan Prime. Because even though he's not working, I'm assuming Tabula Rasa is eating one meal as well. Alright then, who should we speak to first? Maybe scientist, because it's the last thing we've been doing? Even though some of you are still working, right? But you don't have anything to do, so you can go here. The workshop also has nothing cute, so the workshop can maybe uphold an additional suit battery. Alright, Mr. Scientist, how about those roots then?
So, what do you make of the data we collected? Interesting. Very interesting. The 3 fragments of the integral apparently form a single structure. Right, yeah, it almost looked like it could be part of a gigantic tree of some sort. A huge vertical framework on a proximity plane.
Hey, what now?
Could be our way up. A way up? How do you mean, for what? Reaching the barrier and destroying it.
Like, manually?
But I don't understand. It's
going up
not
there?
even there, physically. And that is exactly the issue we will have to solve. What would you say if I told you we should look for a way to materialize that structure?
Materialize it to then destroy it in a physical way? I'm sure you already have an idea how to do that?
A way to materialize the integral? Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you already have one. Of course I don't. It's not that simple, Jan. But I do have an initial plan. Based on all the data we've collected so far, I think I came up with a way to disintegrate this barrier. Fragmentize the prism entanglement. But it can't be done from down here. You're going to have to reach for the sky, and that structure seems to be the best way to get there.
Literally climb it?
But is that even possible? To make it physically accessible? What if I told you Professor Frankov believed it was possible?
Who? Tell me more.
Really? Tell me more. You see, Frankov devised a theoretical experiment in which he proved that if an electromagnetic field was powerful enough, it could pull a proximity plane closer to us. The force field would have to be extremely strong and the object no larger than a grain of sand. But according to his calculations, it could physically materialize. Well, we're gonna need more than a grain of sand. Don't forget, we have something that Frankov didn't. Rubidium.
Right.
Oh. That's... bold. Bold. Dangerous. And necessary. So you really think you can do it? I know it sounds impossible, but if we pull this off, there's so much more to gain than just our survival.
Yeah. About this whole plane business, I sure hope it's not meant to be relevant or understandable in a way that it in a relevant way for the plot, because if that's the case, then I'm not following it well enough. I think the whole idea about the entanglement of the planes, I wonder if it's of any relation or if it's just meant to be science fiction magic, you know? I guess it would be a scientific breakthrough, but I don't really understand if there are deeper ramifications if we found a way, right? If it would, you know, if it's supposed to give additional context or put in a new light, for example, Maxwell's theory of, if it's connected to that, then I'm not following it well enough. But maybe we'll see. Maybe once we'll see a physical manifestation or whatever, it will become more clear.
A scientific breakthrough. And we can play a leading role in it. What do you want me to do? The fragmenting device I told you about, I've drawn up a raw design for you to start building it. And I'll set to work on reconstructing Frankov's theory and finding a way to materialize that structure for us. It is possible.
Is it gonna take research time again? Sure is, 10 hours even. Alright, suit upgrade, you'll have to wait another day. 2 even. Let's get that done and talk to Jan Miner. Let's do Refiner. No, Refiner is working, so let's do Jan Miner. And give him... what was it? A football? Like a soccer ball? I don't remember. Why are we giving it to him?
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Is that the ball from the Titan Tigers game?
Was it a baseball? I don't remember.
Right. I knew you'd be excited. Yeah. So many good memories linked to this one. Yeah. They scored the last goal of the season with that ball, after everyone wrote them off. Maybe it's a sign that we can make it as well. Thanks.
You wanted to talk about something else?
You wanted to talk about something? Yeah. Thanks for checking up on me. I know you're dealing with a lot. Yeah, so, why don't you cut to the chase already? Sure, yeah, it's not that easy to say. I'm not used to doing so much thinking as I've been doing lately.
You really needed to sort some things out. Just tell me what you want. You really needed to sort some things out.
You really needed to sort some things out for yourself. You helped me a heap with that. All I wanted to do was punish myself with all that extra work. I've wasted so much time. not doing a single damn thing for myself. And now, who knows what's gonna happen to me? What if this is it? This is all the time I had.
You should make the best of every minute. You'll be fine, I promise. Vulnerability, you're afraid you're going to die. I'm saying it?
I see. You're afraid you're gonna die. Yeah. No use pretending. I'm scared as shit. But I can take it. I don't need you to cry over me. So, what's your request? Well, remember our art teacher at school and how he taught us to carve in wood? I guess I might. Not really? Well, I do. We were really good at doing it. The best in class. But what matters more, we loved doing it. I loved doing it, just for myself. After I lost my hand, I started remembering it, obsessing over it even. Of all the things I wouldn't be able to do, that one stuck in my head like a fucking nail.
You were grieving, you were angry, you were grieving probably, and you were probably also angry.
It's normal. You were grieving. I was miserable as sin. And then when you gave me that new arm up here, you'd think going back to something that made me happy will be obvious, right? Wrong. I wasn't interested in enjoying myself. Well, now I want to change that.
You want to enjoy yourself now? That's what an assholeish thing to say. And do something for just for yourself. And yeah.
You want to do something just for yourself?
I get it.
I get that. In a way, yeah. But there's something else. It's way more important. Oh. A secret project? I really don't want to talk about it right now, okay? And where the hell are you gonna get wood? Well, you seen those tree-like structures in this region? They ain't made of wood, but they sure behave very much like it. I already did a test or two. They're harder, tougher, but so am I, right? You want to carve that? If you happen to run into some loose pieces of that rock, yeah, I could give it a try. Of course, I'm gonna need a set of chisels, too.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. I'll keep your request in mind and see what I can do. Thanks, man. But you're gonna have to tell me what that secret project's about. Yeah, we'll see.
New optional task, the wood and the sculptor. Let's make sure we track that. Craft a chisel. And look for unusually colored rocks growing out of the giant tree. Yeah, I think I saw some of those. But we couldn't pick them up. Let's put the... Ooh, fragmenting device. A device that can be used to fragmentize the prism entanglement and destroy the barrier. Let's queue up the chisel and the fragmenting device for tomorrow. And talk to, I think someone else wanted to talk, right? The refiner. Once he gets off work, which I think is in 3 minutes? No? Still working? Let's talk to him anyway. What does he want to talk about then?
What's on your
Does he
mind?
also have a personal request?
Honestly, same thing over and over. I can't wrap my head around how real my memories are.
Oh.
I mean, the state of the world. Ben working on that platform. Everything's the same. Except, I'm not in it.
You will be soon, so it's not the same. Yeah, so it's not the... Yeah. It's not the same.
So, it's not the same,
He's
right?
right to feel a little alien.
That's what's bugging me. Some things are the same, and some aren't. How can we tell them apart?
Right.
That accident that killed Ben. What about it?
Did it happen?
Well, what if it's not just fiction, you know? I mean, he's working for the same company with the same people using the same equipment, and believe
Or is he
me,
worried?
nobody puts safety first out there. So it got me thinking that if nothing bad has happened by now, maybe that doesn't mean it never will. But
That
only
makes
It
sense.
hasn't happened yet.
Not a chance accident don't work that way. Right, we should hurry back and warn. I mean, it would depend on the cause of the accident. If it was like some freak, like nature shit where... I don't know. I can't even come up with something like that. But most often with accidents like that, if you look back at it, there are things that could have done better and that have contributed to, you know, a risk. And so I don't think it's wrong of him to say that, and there's no reason for him to believe that that part changed in this world. So I think he isn't wrong.
Okay. In that case, I guess we'd better hurry up and get back in time to warn him, right? And what if that turns out to be too late? No. I won't stand by and wait for his death a second time.
Okay.
I'll never forget how I felt afterwards. Asking myself why I never acted when there was still time. Why I never reported anything. Why didn't you? I was afraid I'd be out of work. Besides, we never thought it was anything serious. Never thought it could lead to, you know.
And what are we supposed to tell them exactly? Like, hey, we know that something on your Ulrich isn't... Well, it would probably help if he knew the cause of the accident. I don't know if he does. You're haunted by your sense of guilt. He is. Which is weird, because the thing he's guilty of didn't happen, but that... I mean, yet in his mind, but either way, his guilt is real, whether that happened or not.
I see. You're haunted by guilt. It must have given you hell. I don't know. I think I just never let myself grieve properly. Pretending to accept reality when actually I was living in denial. I suppressed so much, running away from problems time after time, only to end up here and suddenly ask myself, what if I've been given a second chance? A second chance? For what? For saving Ben.
Weird concept, right, for him to think about this as a second chance, because from our perspective, this is his only chance, right? Without us, he presumably wouldn't exist, even though there are still some things to worry about. And I hope we'll get to talk about it, because I'm still not entirely clear on what the quantum computer does, and if maybe the way the quantum computer works does give us such an insight into how humans, what makes human, that maybe that's where Maxwell's philosophy comes from. But we don't know enough, because you could argue that the quantum computer, by my moral standards, and I think I've said this before, is like creating and killing infinitely many humans or consciousnesses by simulating all of their lives. And in that case, you could argue whatever we're doing here is just, drop in the bucket anyway. And it doesn't matter in a cosmic sense, maybe. But, maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll never get to talk to Maxwell again because of what I did. I don't know. And I mean, I guess we could try and save Ben in this universe.
How do you want to do that? Listen to this. I have an idea. That guy who helped you find Ben. Oh, Lucas, forget it. We just got him fired. Well, how about your wife? Maybe she could help. Send an anonymous tip-off about all the bad shit that's surely still going on down there. She won't be risking anything. If it turns out not to be true, then that's fine. They'll pass the inspection and carry on doing what they were doing. But if something is wrong, she'll help save not only Ben, but many other lives. Don't tell me that doesn't matter.
It's an okay idea, but would they do an inspection just because of one anonymous report? Maybe if you include enough sensitive information that makes it very credible. It's worth a try, right? As you said, it's not really gonna hurt much.
Oh, what the hell? Okay. I'll try and talk to Lena. Boy, is she gonna love me for it. Thanks, man. Thanks for doing this for me.
Are we doing a bucket list tour? Because that doesn't bode well for the end of this story. We have a call. Maybe we can call Lena about this. That would be nice. Yes, we can. Let's ask her about the Ben situation then.
Jan, what's the matter? Did something happen?
Not yet, but it could happen. That's why I'm calling.
What are you talking about?
It's a weird thing to be worried about, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but saving lives.
Saving lives on an offshore oil rig.
What do you mean?
It's a long story, but I know for sure that it's not being run properly. And one fatal accident already happened there in my alternate life.
Okay. Okay, this is confusing. Can you walk me through it?
Well, it seems that if I'd stayed abroad at some point in my life, I could have ended up on an oil rig. Like my alter, the refiner.
And?
And he thinks we can save many people's lives.
He experienced a pretty bad accident there. Many people died. We carried out a little research, and crazy as it sounds, there's a big chance that accident may happen again.
Really? How's that?
We established that the same people worked there, just like my alter remembers it. His friend, Ben Harris, he exists in real life. We think many lives can be saved.
That's extraordinary. But lately, that's nothing new, right? What exactly would you have me do?
Well, you could simply tip off the right people about the working conditions down there. Anonymously, of course. Just point their attention.
You mean report a company that I have absolutely no knowledge of and accuse them of wrongdoing that I have no clue about?
Yes.
Based on testimony from a simulation of your alternative life.
Correct.
Wow, I mean, hell, that sounds so normal.
Aren't you curious why? You don't have to understand everything. Aren't you curious why we're fine? Let's say that.
No, it does sound weird, but aren't you just a little curious about what they'll find? I mean, if it turns out that the Refiner's right and our realities match...
Curiosity is great when you're conducting scientific research. But it shouldn't be a reason to make unfounded accusations. Your story is unique, Jan. But you are mixing reality with fiction. You need to get a grip. Keep your mind sharp.
What do you mean?
Your job is to get back here alive. Bring Rapidium. Nothing more. Please, don't overcomplicate it.
So... is that a no?
Just come back to Earth, Jan.
Hey, screw you. Task failed. Saving Ben. I don't know, did we do anything wrong in that conversation? Or maybe our general standing with Lana just isn't there. I kinda get it, but it's a weird moral hill to die on, right? Because as the Refiner said, what's the worst that could happen?
Any progress with finding the tour vehicle?
What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure we know where the tour vehicle is. Why are you still working? Or you're just feeling that good? I think that's gonna change now. About your request?
About your request to control the safety on that oil rig. Yeah. Did you talk to your wife? I did, but she refused to help. I'm sorry. Well, was a long shot, wasn't it? Yeah, right. I did my best. I know, buddy. Thanks for putting yourself out for me.
That sucks. Anything else to do? How are the altars feeling? Actually, they're mostly feeling alright. Most of them are actually feeling highly motivated as well, which is nice. We should head to bed early today. Let's check our task real quick. We need to craft the fragmenting device, which we can do first thing in the morning. Research the materializer module, which our scientist is going to do once he starts his shift. Crafting a chisel we'll also do in the morning, and then we'll head out and look for some rocks for the miner. About the Rapidium arcs, is there a reasonable way for us to just add another Rapidium arc right now? We should have the resources, right? Actually, we're missing 2 Rapidium. It would add 30 to mass, but I don't think we're going to have to move again, right? I'm wondering about the whole logistics, right? About is this whole base going to go on the ship? Probably not, right? Are we building the Rapidium arcs because they can be detached and then maybe they go on the ship? We'll find out. Nothing left to do, then yeah, let's go to bed early. Although, day 74. Right now, I don't really know what we're supposed to do with the Rapidium. I don't want to give it to Maxwell, But I don't want to hand the whole ship, including my altars, over to Agatha and Ella Cobb either, right? Let's do workshop until Jan Miner comes on shift.
All done. Should I take care of this now? Can't do this without resources. Should I
Right.
move on to this now?
You have no employee, you have nothing queued, because we have enough cooked meal and not enough raw food. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of your way.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
You should, yes, go to the refinery and we can queue up some... Because we have some ALX. What do we need? Well... I don't know. Some of everything. Just to keep you busy. Do we have the chisel built? In half an hour we will. So I wanted to check out the base, the rebel camp one more time, just in case there was anything left there. And the scientists, I think, bugged voice line about the tour vehicle reminded me to check this out, but it doesn't look like anything else is here, and we won't be able to check out the inside, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and I think this is one of our new rocks.
This could be the weird rock mentioned by the miner. I should take it back to him.
Alright. That was easy. Let's head back then. And maybe he's even gonna tell us what he's gonna do with them. Let's go home. Do I want to check out there was, but I think it was metal, right? We don't really need metal. Yeah, I don't think. It's kind of weird, and maybe we just invested smartly in our outposts, but it really felt like getting set up here was the easiest out of all of the base locations, and it seems like we're just coasting. Where on the initial and the second location, it always felt like we were just scraping by and barely clawing enough resources from the planet to survive and finish our tasks. But maybe some of that was self-inflicted because of our first move, where we lost a bunch of resources. Let's give the stuff to the miner. There you go.
Got your carving materials and chisel set. So, what's the story? What are you gonna be making exactly? Okay, man, this is gonna sound really corny, but oh, what the hell? I wanna remake myself. Whoa, with a chisel? Of course not. What's wrong with you? Never heard of a fucking metaphor? The story of that Ahab dude made me realize I was going nowhere. Then, when I got back to the base, I saw that funny fellow we wanted to sacrifice. Tabula rasa. A clean slate. A guy who's one of us, but without all of that shit we went through. Just look at how fucking happy he is.
Ignorance is bliss. Still, I wouldn't swap my memories for happiness. Yeah, both. Alright. I don't know. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss. Exactly. And not only that, he can be anything. And looking at him, I realized that maybe so can I. I just need to dig deeper whatever's making me so uptight. Maybe when I'm back on Earth and somehow nobody decides my dead body's worth more than my life, I'll find someone I can talk to. But for now, I just wanted to feel that excitement again. That feeling when I held a piece of wood in my hand and a chisel in the other, and I knew it was up to me what it would look like. And damn well only up to me.
Sounds like you're a new man already. I get it. And maybe that's a perspective worth having, you know, in the face of all the alters. And I think my more pessimistic outlook on this would be that you aren't really in control, that nothing, that your choices don't matter, and there may have been lots of things that you could have been, but you can't because of the choices you make. But you know, maybe the perspective to have is seeing both a clean slate and all of the different versions of yourself. Maybe it's realizing that all of those things were in you the whole time. You know, maybe there is a powerful message to be had. But I probably wouldn't be the one to find it if I was in this situation. Sounds like you're a new man already.
Wow. Sounds like you're a new man already. Trust me, I'm only getting started. See, here's a suggestion. Let's get us out of this mess first. Then you can pour all the saccharin you want over me. Fair point. Let's go.
I still don't entirely understand what he's going to do about the with the wood. He was talking about a metaphor, but I didn't metaphorically bring him wood. I brought him real wood. So we'll figure it out. How far along is our research? 6 hours 36. So we got a whole day ahead of us and not a whole lot to do other than no maintenance is already handled. I've put myself out of a job, kinda. We don't have raw food. I don't know, we can go outside maybe and pick up some shallow deposits just to kill the time. If there's anything we need right now, it's nothing really, but see, that's what I mean. It's all feeling we're feeling a little too comfortable. Let's go out. But maybe I'll regret my words and deeds once we head to the surprise 4th location, hiding from our rescue team, leaving most of our supplies behind. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Right, I wanted to build another Rupidium arc maybe, so I'll maybe pick the shell Rupidium up. And get rid of those. It was over there.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Sure. What's the refinery queue looking like? Already almost done as well, so maybe some more organics or minerals. Let's do minerals. And mine. Oh, flashlight. Mine the rest of the Rupidium here, and I think that should take us. Oh, no storage space. Haven't seen that one in a while. Can I? Can't really do anything from here, right? To get rid of Although maybe if I craft another suit battery? No, still not. Oh. Maybe, did I craft and immediately use another? Let's craft a shield recharger. Without using it though. Right. I think you have to make sure not to hover over this. Can I? No, still not enough. Let's craft another shield recharger. Even though we're probably never going to use them because... Okay, still not enough storage space. Screw this. Although we've gotten into the habit of destroying most of the anomalies anyways. Especially those that are dangerous enough for me to be in any danger of running into them. What's over there? Looks like there's another deposit I never explored. Or maybe the map isn't showing it? I think there was a problem on this map as well. Oh no, it's just the entrance to the organics deposit, I think, that we already tapped. Yep. Okay. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, I'm really wondering if there's any downside to just expanding our base some more, building another Rubidium arc, building some more storage. Because I don't think our organics tank is gonna be the limiting factor anymore. Let's see. Let's build another Rubidium arc that should already alleviate our storage issues a lot. Let's put it here. Cost exceeds organic tank capacity. I mean, at the end of the game, we can do, if it really comes to it and our journey cost is relevant again, we'll just do our signature move and destroy everything, right? Dismantle everything, because we're leaving. So, is there anyone we can talk about us having built the 4th Rubidium arc? Should we build a 5th? Talking about
I'm done. I can
research abundance, so... What do you mean greenhouse? Don't we already have one in the greenhouse? Oh, but he's off shift. Doesn't matter. Right. Research material. Is he going to be done with this today? Are you working 9 hours? Off shift. Alright. Not getting done with this today then. Nothing much we can do then. Should we maybe show an early movie and call it a night? And tomorrow there's going to be... Yeah, and tomorrow we'll tackle the beacon blocking whatever mission. Alright. What movie shall we show? I think we don't have any new ones, so it's gonna be a replay. Oh, we have a new one. Ask Me Something Only I Would Know by at Chris and Jack. One of the 2 identical Peters is an imposter. Time to come up with some smart questions.
Freeze! Both of you! Whoa. Trust me, Greg. You gotta take him out. No, it's me, man. Trust me, I'm the real me. How can I tell? Just ask me something that you know the real me would know. What's your name? Your full name? Peter Randolph Thompson.
Wait, your middle name's Randolph?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, you gotta ask something that you would also know.
Right. Where did we first meet?
On the train, seat 7B. And then 2 stops later, we figured out that there was a bomb in car 6, right? And then we dismantled the bomb by figuring out that the conductor was embezzling money.
That could have been in my file. How old are you? 34. Shoot, that could be in your file.
Do you mind? I'm sitting here too.
Okay. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back?
Come on, that's not fair for either of us.
Yeah, that's not helpful at all. This is just really hard. I feel really put on the spot right now to come up with good questions. If you won the lottery, what would you spend it on?
Is that a conversation we had? It's not one that I remember.
No, but I feel like I'd have a good idea what you would say.
So it's just like a fresh hypothetical? I guess I'd buy a new house for my mom.
Ha! Caught you, Fake Pete. I feel like you would say new Ferrari.
No, a Ferrari would depreciate in value too quickly. House for mom's a good answer. Thank you.
Don't help him. You should want me to catch him in a discrepancy.
That's just a bad question. That's not even a discrepancy. I don't want to win by cheating. I want to win because I like prove to you that I'm the real me. That's how I'd want to do it too. Yeah, makes sense, right? It was just like uncanny. Fuck you, the hair's the same. Do you have did they do the stain on your jacket? Yeah.
Shut up, two Pete's. Quick, what's your favorite M&M color?
Red, blue.
Mine's green. What does that tell us? Okay, let's try this. We've worked together for years, right? So what are some of my weaknesses as a partner?
On the spot thinking. Quick problem solving.
And some strengths?
You're very, wow.
Just ask about a concrete thing, not like an opinion or future planning.
Sorry, it's a heavy piece of machinery. It just kind of tires my arm out.
Ask about a fact that you and I both know.
How many states are there in the United States of America?
And that everyone else wouldn't also immediately know.
This is really hard. I can't think of anything, okay? Okay, well, what if you ask me questions? Yeah, you ask me something that you think only I would know, and then you give your answer, and we see if they match.
Okay, what drink did we share at the ambassador's wedding?
Don't remember.
What's the entry code to our safe house?
No idea.
Okay, well, so now I'm questioning if you're even the real Greg.
I'm the real Greg. I'm just a little bad at retaining trivia, I'm realizing right now.
The code to our safe house is not trivia, dude.
Yeah, but it's just still, you get it.
Wait, no, he's right. It's not. That's not trivia. He's not asking you that because he knows he can prove that he knows it. He's asking you that in hopes that you yourself will reveal it. Because that's the piece of information that his team is after. That's the imposter Pete.
Oh my God.
What?
How'd you know?
Yeah.
Anyone who's worked with me for years would know I'd have an impossible task tracking that logic. I got lost immediately.
Good one.
You haven't changed a bit, Greg.
Imposter! I have changed a bit. Went through that whole yoga phase. Used to be a bit of a cusser. Clean that up. Wait, I only get one round of guessing? Doesn't seem fair. Would have asked better questions if I knew that. But, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Bless you.
These are real fun. Alright, time to head to sleep. Tomorrow is gonna be a big day. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.